Hi, Northeast Park family. Just want to give you an update on things that are going on based on the governor's new recommendations that he's putting forward. Now, to be transparent with you, churches are exempt. We don't have to do any changes whatsoever. We can continue going on according to his order and not have to worry about it. However, we do want to show some love and concern for our hospitals and for our neighbors. And so what we are going to do is modify the areas where we are the weakest, where we feel there's the greatest possibility that someone might come into contact with someone else who has COVID-19 and thereby get sick themselves. So what we're going to do, if you are in Sunday school and you are a sophomore in high school or younger, nothing's going to change for you. Our youth Sunday school class will continue to meet just as it is, and our youngest of children, they will continue to meet just as they currently do. We feel the room is adequate where they meet. However, many of our adult classes, we notice that in certain spaces, especially around the corners of tables and such, people are very close to one another and speaking towards and right at one another, and that's really not the best thing that we can have going. So everyone else, if you are a junior in high school all the way up until death, we are all going to be meeting as one Sunday school class that will meet in the sanctuary. Now, it's not an ideal Sunday school environment. We like where you can see one another and talk to one another freely, but that's just not a wise thing for us to be able to do. But we don't want to give up the opportunity to study the scriptures together, to open them up and to learn from them, and to have a chance for discussion, a chance for questions. And so through the remainder of this year, everyone that is a junior in high school and above will be having Sunday school in the sanctuary as one class. The other events will continue as they usually do. We will still continue to have Sunday morning worship. We will have Wednesday night worship and Sunday evening worship, but everything will be in the sanctuary. Now, we are going to be a little bit more strict, if you would, or really trying to push a little bit more the idea of social distancing and the idea of wearing a mask whenever possible. You know, many of us take our mask off as soon as we get into our seats, and you are still free to do that, but we would encourage you, if you can make it through the worship service, if you can make it through that time still wearing your mask, we would ask that you would do that for the safety of those people who are around you. And even if you are capable of wearing your mask while you're singing, we ask that you would do that as well. Now, I know that it is almost impossible to fully sing with a mask on, and so some of you will be taking it off, and nobody's going to give you a dirty eye or anything like that. But just if you are able to take those extra cautions for someone else, we ask that you would do that. Once again, we will dismiss by rows. We've noticed that over the last several weeks, people have been grouping together in the sanctuary and just kind of hanging out really close to one another, and that's not something that we should be doing. So I will be outstanding in the parking lot. JD will dismiss you by rows, and my goal of doing that is to remind you that you're not to be hanging out in the foyer area so that people who don't want to come into contact with people are forced to walk through a crowd of people. That's happening more and more, and we want to make sure that that stops. If there's a door greeter, we're going to be asking our door greeters not to stand inside the building, but if they want to open the door for you, to be outside so that when they open the door for you, the door is blocking them, so you do not have to come in contact even with that door greeter. We're going to try everything we can to keep everyone safe inside the building, knowing that complete safety is not possible. Now, I know that doctors are concerned with your physical health, but it's my responsibility to be concerned about your spiritual health, and we're going to do everything we can to continue to worship together, to fellowship with one another, to show love to one another in a way that's as responsible as we can be during this very difficult time. So I hope this message seats you well. Know that we will continue with the online worship service and continue offering. Zoom will be active during our Sunday nights and Wednesday nights, and you are free to join us there whenever. So may God bless you. Stay as safe as possible. And until we see each other again, take care. Bye-bye.